the Niscaya in Bhakti, the confidence in Bhakti means it manifests as no confidence in other paths like Karma, Jnana or Ashtanga Yoga. So then suddenly you may say, if someone practices Ashtanga Yoga for the sake of health or job, that is not considered here. What is considered is the liberation that the Ashtanga Yoga process offers. If someone is attached to that liberation, that is called as following that path. So that is the idea here. It's not that if a devotee performs yoga for the sake of exercise, health, or for the sake of a job, oh, then they are actually following another path. Because the yoga that we practice is only one limb. The Ashtanga Yoga has 8 limbs, and it has a certain process of liberation also aimed at. So we are not, if we are not attached to that kind of liberation, then we are not attached to that path of yoga. And why we are not attached, we should not be attached, because these paths provide impermanent results. They cause restlessness, sometimes this siddhi or sometimes another siddhi, and can lead to fall down easily because there is no support from Krishna. We are just trying to do it on our own strength. So that is why it can lead to easily fall down. And how it manifests in the positive way is confidence in bhakti is a sign of surrender. Prabhupada writes, Avashya Rakshive Krishna. Krishna will surely protect me. Because we saw how Nishchaya, the confidence, is an antidote to prayas, over endeavor. So because I over endeavor and I want to have more things and more security, because I don't know what will happen in the future. But the sign is, if I do the needful and just do the necessary and practice my spiritual life at the same time, then I have the faith that Krishna will protect me. Whatever Krishna does to me is good for my good. Not being irresponsible, we don't have to confuse this confidence as being irresponsible. I will not do my duties, Krishna will protect me. That's not here, it is recommended. We will see that explanation in Tat Tat Karma Pravartanat. We have to do what is necessary to live in this world, that we cannot be neglectful. At the same time, we are not overdoing it. Okay, I'm doing all this, I need to set out certain time for practicing bhakti. And if there is such little loss in the material life because of that, I have faith that Krishna will protect me. So that is Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. Krishna will surely protect me and give me help for the successful execution of devotional service. And if I really endeavor properly, I know Krishna will take care of me and give me the success of devotional service. So that is called confidence. We don't need to be continuously paranoid. Oh, am I advancing? Am I advancing? All we have to do is put the right things in the way it is prescribed. Then naturally the advancement will come in the form of stability in devotional service first, and then bhava and prema. Why to have an exclusive confidence bhakti? Why not little bit follow jnana yoga, little karma yoga? Why not take help of multiple paths and make sure like I'm stable? Why only just take the risk of following one path? So Prabhupada is saying that to have, because the bhakti in itself is actually offers the highest perfection. So we don't need the other processes, because the perfection that is offered by bhakti is actually superior to everything else. No other process can offer that, which is love of Krishna. So Prabhupada makes this nice statement, because bhakti is the life, soul, and the desired goal and supreme perfection of life. So that is why this process is we need to have confidence in this process. And he says how the special protection that the process of bhakti offers. Even if we do a little, and that carries forward to the next life, and Krishna considers it and then helps us to practice from wherever we left in the next life. So as devotees of the Lord, Krishna says, "Oh Arjuna, please promise that my devotee will never perish." So he takes an extra care. Bhagavad Gita says, Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshyo asti na priyaha e bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. So in the screen you see verse 9.31. 2 verses before that, Krishna says, I'm actually equal to everyone. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshyo asti na priyaha. I don't envy anyone. But if someone worships me with love, e bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayi te teshu chapyaham. If someone worships me with love, then I am specially inclined towards them. So that is not considered partiality, because anyone and everyone is open to come to that position. Anyone can become a devotee of Krishna, and they can actually become the privileged have the privilege of the protection of Krishna. It's open for everyone. In general, Krishna does not envy anyone and he is equal to everyone. But if somebody is a devotee, he offers a special protection. So that is why this process of bhakti is, we need to have the exclusive confidence in the process of bhakti, but because Krishna offers a special protection that the bhakti can offer is forcibly dragged to ultimate success. We all sometimes come to bhakti and then think, oh my god, I didn't know that, like it's going to be like a journey, I have to go through a lot, so I feel like, oh my god, I feel I was not introduced to that. Sometimes I may think like that because I'm fallen, but I also understand it's an amazing process. The protection that Krishna gives is so valuable and so sweet and so sheltering. At the same time, because of my inability, I may sometimes feel, oh my god, why did I take up this whole thing, it's so laborious. But here Prabhupada is saying, even if we lack something, some ability, Krishna forcibly drags if we are sincere. If we turn to Krishna and say, Krishna, I want to be a devotee, I am unable to, please help me, then if the prayer is sincere and we actually act upon the opportunities that Krishna offers us, then Krishna will forcibly drag us to ultimate success by taking care of our life personally. He takes the chariot of Arjuna. How he took the chariot of Arjuna in the Kurukshetra war, similarly, Krishna has taken charge of the chariot of all of our lives individually. He is not only Parthasarathi, he is not only the chariot driver of Arjuna, he is actually the chariot driver of all our lives. He is curating a special journey for everyone, and he's the driver of our chariot of our life. So we need to have that, and that is the profit of following exclusively bhakti. And the process of bhakti is powerful. In the context here is, it cannot be terminated by any mundane cause or material interruption. Say for example, tomorrow I lose my ability to speak. Many times when I can't chant, like when I don't have an interest to chant, I think like this, what if tomorrow actually I lose my ability to speak? How difficult it will be. Today I take it so granted, I speak so much unnecessary things, and then when it comes to chanting, I don't want to. But if say tomorrow I lose my ability to chant, so many times I think, oh my god, how difficult life will be, that you can't actually sing in kirtan, you can't chant the holy name. Even in that case, bhakti cannot be stopped. I can chant internally. And Niranjan Maharaj once actually recounted a pastime of a Srila Prabhupada disciple, this Mataji, whom he know in the Boston temple because he lived and served in the Boston temple earlier. She was such an amazing Vaishnavi and everybody loved her. And he started preaching in Ukraine, Russia, and other places. And then he lost in touch with what's happening in this devotee. And after many years, he realized, oh, where is this Mataji? What is she doing? And he really wanted to, somehow Krishna was inspiring him to actually keep inquiring about this Mataji. And he really figured out where she was. She was in an old age home. So he actually thought, okay, I want to go and meet. When he went and met, the doctor said she has Alzheimer's, like some kind of a disease where she cannot remember anyone or anything. And still he insisted, I want to actually meet her. And she was brought out, and Maharaj was standing before her and sitting and trying to explain that who is he and how everything, and she could not recognize. And he thought, okay, let me just chant Hare Krishna to her because she's not responding or recognizing. So he took his beads and he started chanting Hare Krishna. As soon as he started chanting Hare Krishna, he started chanting. She also started chanting with him. And the doctor said, the only thing she remembers or replies to is this thing. That's all. There is nothing else she remembers in life other than the Hare Krishna mantra, because this mantra is not from material memory. That's why Prabhupada says it's a natural function of the soul, that even though she has forgotten everything of this particular life, the interactions and people in this life, but she did not forget the Hare Krishna actually. So Maharaj was recounting in Prabhupada's disappearance day or appearance day as a Vyasa Puja, how he gave this eternal connection to every one of us. As souls, we are prone to so many material things, but how the spiritual process is so strong that this cannot be interrupted by any material cause, any mundane cause, that even if we lose our consciousness, it does not mean Krishna cannot liberate us. Because if we perform devotional service now, when things are beyond our material control, physical control, we are under Krishna's control. So we don't need to worry about things beyond our control. Rather, we need to involve or engage in bhakti with all the might that we can, with the confidence that Krishna will protect me come what may. Materially, I can be in any situation, but I need to have the faith that Krishna will protect me. So I felt that pastime of that Mataji was like very hope giving, that Hare Krishna is deeply embedded in one's memory. It's not affected by a disease which takes away one's memory. And it's a productive path, because just by being a devotee, gradually we get refined as people. We have so many, I have my personal experience, we have so many bad qualities, still we might as we practice, but the more we become purified, all those qualities actually turn or transform into good qualities. We develop good qualities by the practice of bhakti. And we also have to be endeavor to be good. That is also there. We don't need to think, oh, I practice bhakti, I don't need to be good. We also endeavor to be good. At the same time, bhakti also will make it easy and pure. This process is pure because Prabhupada says how a devotee is not interested in any material activity. He loses attraction to material activities which contaminate one with sins. Purity is not in terms here. What is being meant is sins. Sins are impure, and devotional service purifies us of those contaminations. That is why this process of bhakti is called pure, because it is under internal energy. It is not under external energy, Maya, which causes us or which facilitates us being contaminated materially. But rather, by being under the internal energy, we become or remain pure. What is the time? Okay, let me finish this topic and then have a break for 10 minutes. Bhaktivinoda Thakur again says, Nischaya is firm faith. We saw confidence. I answered to Paresh Prabhu's question also, what is the difference between faith and confidence? It's a strong faith. It's a firm faith, that is confidence. Understand Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojan through scriptural authority without doubts. Like it's not wrong to have doubts. We are not meaning that you should not have doubts, but actually getting clarified and having a confidence, not just having lingering doubts, which stops us from fully investing ourselves in devotional service. And doubts in 10 principal teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I'm sorry, we are not going into the 10 principles. It's called Dashamula Tattva. A whole book is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, so I won't be able to go into the details of it. But the main understanding is Vedas are the authority. Lord, the Supreme Lord Krishna is the ultimate supreme manifestation of the absolute truth, and so on and so forth. He gives 10 principles. But the ultimate thing is Vedas are the authority based on which we have 9 principles. That is called as Dashamula Tattva. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments on confidence or Nischaya. He says bhakti free from doubt. Why? Because then I will not be reserved in practicing bhakti, because I don't have any doubt. I have full confidence that bhakti is the process which will actually protect me, which is my actual relationship with Krishna. If I have that conviction, then I won't hold myself back. I'll just fully throw myself into the process. That's why he defines Nischaya as bhakti free from doubt. And he also calls it as firm faith that devotional service is the real goal of life, not karma, jnana, or karma kanda. So this is almost we can see always Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's flavor is he compares bhakti with the other processes and defines the quality under discussion. And Srila Prabhupada's anecdotes on this, he says, when one becomes disappointed in his service to the Supreme Lord, that disappointment must be rejected and replaced with confidence in attaining the ultimate goal or love of God. Nishtayat, confidence, you should be assured that because I am following strictly the direction of my spiritual master and the Shastras, scriptures, certainly I shall meet Krishna personally one day. So in a lecture in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada mentions, we need to have that confidence. One day I'll see Krishna personally. Even now as holy name, I'm meeting Krishna, but I'll be able to actually be in his physical presence because I strictly follow the directions of my spiritual master and Shastras. This is considered as a strong faith.